Is going on, everyone's. You here? You back? We back with another episode of
Is My Point Valid?
Yes, indeed. I am yours truly, Brandon D.
And I am Camille A. Stalker.
And today's topic is going to be...
All right. Ilhan Omar, America is the worst country.
So it seems as though the people who come from the most terrible countries always come here and have the most outrageous things to say about how bad our country is. So we're going to listen to the representative of Minnesota, Ilhan Omar. We're going to listen to what she has to say. And then I'm going to give y'all a little bit of stats of the place she comes from, why she calling our place, our country, the worst. So let's listen to what she has to say. And yeah.
We are in the midst of the creation of a police state where, you have masked, armed men snatching people off the streets, unwilling to identify themselves. You have states' rights.
You know why they're unwilling to identify themselves?
Because you will killing folks.
Because you will allow stupid people to go harm them.
It clearly say police.
Because you will find them, you will dox these people and go harm them. So yeah, I'm gonna hide my face.
Let's stop playing games, Miss Ilhan.
Let's be real.
Stop playing games. Y'all know why they got their faces covered up. They don't have to identify themselves if they have HSI or police or whatever it is, and they're not just snatching up random people. So let's be real on that too. These people are on a list.
Right, it's not like a traffic stop, right? Where I can see your badge and I know who you are and you're going to show your
face.
These
people are on a list of you got to go. At the top of it say, you got to go. And these are the people. So they scooping these people up. They're illegals. They're not here legally. And a lot of them have committed crimes. So.
And so you're saying, hey, you go commit crimes to these people who are masked because they're doing their job.
As we proceed.
Rights being disregarded, a constitutional crisis that's being created.
Yeah.
That guy right there bombarded. He went off in there and started yelling and talking to people crazy, and they escorted him out.
He kept coming forward.
They escorted him out. Sometimes that needs to be done. Sometimes physical force is needed because people don't listen. We don't want you here. You need to leave. And if you don't listen to that, then, hey, I need to physically remove you. So, yeah.
In front of our eyes. And the same week where we have a president who has deployed the military who are trained to kill our enemies, not Americans, but our enemies. It's the same week that we are going to have a military parade. Can you imagine that image that is going to be coming out of our country? I mean, I grew up
Shut up.
Ooh, what?
What are you talking
That
about?
line did not make any sense.
None whatsoever.
Because they went and did a mission.
I need to hear it again. It was so stupid. I need to hear it again.
A mission, and then they celebrated the military because the military is doing what the military is supposed to do.
The military who are trained to kill our enemies, not Americans, but our enemies. It's the same week.
Right? Why would the military kill Americans? They're
Just
Americans.
because they're out there and they're protecting things doesn't mean that they're there to kill Americans.
They did. Okay.
That we are going to have a military parade. Can you imagine that image?
What does one have to do with the other? If I'm out here protecting American citizens from God knows what's going on out there in California, and we have a parade that recognizes the military What does
For recognizing that the military is doing what the military does and that they've been militarian for 250 years, protecting America, that has nothing to do. It ain't gonna, that's a reach. It's
That
interesting.
is going to be coming out.
I've never heard her speak
our
before.
Country.
I ignore
mean,
these people.
I grew up in a dictatorship. And I don't even remember ever witnessing anything like that. To have a democracy, a peak.
She is a liar, a deceiver, and a heartbreaker. No. She's a liar. I'm going to tell you about where she comes from in just a second. Let me let her finish, and we're going to talk about old Somalia, where she from.
Of hope for the world to now be turned into one of the worst countries where the military are in our streets without any regard for people's constitutional rights, while our president spends.
You big dummy, they out there protecting the Constitution. What are you talking about?
People were destroying government property.
Personal property, private property, government property.
The stuff taxpayers pay for, streets, roads. What are we talking
Look at the
about?
face she got on right now. That's how I feel about you right now.
If I'm not mistaken, they weren't even using real bullets, right?
They're using rubber bullets and sandbags.
So they weren't killing Americans. What is this? Why are we lying?
Say, I'm going to tell you this. If you believe in God, if you believe in faith, family, and education, make sure y'all check out officialforthestalkerfamily.com. We have merchandise on there that is bold in faith. If you want to wear your faith boldly, make sure y'all check that out. But we're going to go ahead and get back into Miss Ilhan because she is the tripper of the year.
Millions of dollars, propping himself up like a failed dictator. It is really shocking, and it should be a wake-up call.
He didn't spend no money to dog at that parade. And how was that parade propping him up? That it was for the military.
It just so happened to fall on his birthday, so that's why they're tripping, because it was already being planned, and it was being planned before Trump was even in office.
It was going to happen whether he was there or not.
Right? It was going to happen regardless, and it just so happened it fell on his birthday, so they were like, "Oh, you want to do that, huh?" But it had nothing to do with him. And then they said he made it bigger. Like, it was still going to be a celebration, but he did make it bigger. But I think Trump he makes everything big.
I think she got two more words here.
For all Americans.
Oh, man, Miss Ilhan. Oh, my.
I've never heard. I skip over these people.
I've never really paid her any attention until I seen this, and I was like, Miss Ilhan, you are from Somalia. I don't know how do you say this. Mogadishu, Somalia. Whatever it is, it says
not very.
It says it is safe to visit there. Somalia is probably the most dangerous country in the world and has been for the last 30 or so years. And this, in her country, is still one of the most dangerous cities, even in the world, even in 2020 and 2021. Miss Lady.
That thing said it's not very safe.
It's not very safe.
That's funny. But she said America is the worst country.
It's the worst country. Hold on. Let me see.
I don't think it's the worst country when we can walk down our streets. We can go to our parks. We can, go to stores. You can say, hey, how you doing? You see the diversity of, of the United States, and we can just.
The security situation in Somalia is extremely volatile, and the threat of domestic terrorism is high, particularly in South Central Somalia, in the capital of the very place she's from.
The South Central Somalia. Wow.
Miss Lady, terrorism. Terrorists are very likely to try to carry out attacks in Somalia.
Somalia is a Muslim country?
Yes. So we going. I seen another thing where they were talking about the consideration of deporting her. I don't know what kind of situation she got on, whether she here illegally, illegal, or whatever. But you better shut your mouth because Donald Trump ain't playing with y'all. Y'all come over here. Y'all enjoy every luxury that we have, and then y'all talk down on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if that's the case, you need to go back where you come from and the old terrorist dog on Somalia. Go talk about them.
Oh, she can't do that there.
Exactly.
She
you don't
can't
got
do
no
that
voice. That's why
there.
you came here. Because you couldn't say nothing over there. You don't have a voice. You're not even you less than a person.
And she's probably, because she is a woman, she can't say anything.
Nothing.
So you are able to get to be in America, and you're able to say that what you said, because I don't believe that America is the worst country. Nowhere near the worst country. But you are saying these things, but America has accepted you.
Huh.
Is it because you can't get your way, that y'all not getting your way, and that you don't believe in God, right? Like what the basis of what America is founded on, that the president and his administration are trying to keep America safe, and you don't want safety?
Y'all don't want that.
I don't understand.
Y'all don't want
y'all
that.
Like chaos, and I don't want chaos.
Me neither. But with that being said, man, we're gonna get up out of here. I can't even talk right thinking about this Ilhan. But anyway, like always, it's love, peace, and soul.
Bye.
Like Soul Train, baby.